Welcome to my channel, All for Health with Jane. Family, Thabo Bester and Nandi Pamagudumana were back in court on the 22nd of February 2024. Family, after a very long time, approximately 3 to 4 months, we haven't heard of this couple. They were in court and their case has been postponed to the 5th of June. So during the introduction of this case on the 22nd of February 2024, prosecutor Advocate Bester announces that Thabo Bester, accused number 7, is on a hunger strike. Family, don't you think life is better in prison than being outside? Thabo Bester refuses to take his breakfast, his lunch. He refuses to take his meal and his medication because he claims that the type of food that he is being given, it's not for a person who is diabetic. Imagine people who are not in prison, who do not have a choice but to eat anything, whether they are diabetic or not. So they have to eat anything because of maybe lack of those special meals. But lucky are such people like Thabo Bester who are in prison, who will be organized those special meal. Family, let's listen to this clip where Advocate Bester is presenting this to the judge. Let's listen.
One more aspect, my lord. This morning I received information regarding accused number 7, Bester, that he is taking chronic medication for diabetics, but he refused to have his food this morning, and he also again refused to take his breakfast that they brought from him from Grootvlei. I discussed that with his new lawyer, and I asked him to address that with his client, and maybe he can just confirm if he solved the problem with Mr. Bester in that regard. And I've got nothing more to say. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Bester.
This is the court, my lord. In response to my learned colleague in regards to accused number 7 and him not wanting to have his meal this morning, the issue is not him wanting to have the meal, Your Worship. The issue herein is, if he does have that meal, my client is a diabetic, Your Worship, and the food that was provided to him will spike his sugar levels. They have not taken that into consideration. If they have, Your Worship, they will offer him food which would be consistent to giving someone who has diabetes. He has medication which he needs to consume. Unfortunately, he cannot take the medication because he hasn't consumed any food thus far. He's informed them numerous times, but they refuse. I was in the cells myself. I've seen what type of food they...
What is happening today, or are we talking
Today,
about?
Your Worship, this morning.
So what is actually sought?
Your Worship, accused number 7 cannot literally consume any food this morning because the sugar levels and the carbohydrates are very rich in the food that they're offering to give him. And I was privy and witness to that. It's not conducive to give him the said food to someone who suffers from diabetes. That's the reason he refused to eat the meal, Your Worship.
So what is the request?
My request is that my client receive food conducive to a diabetic, Your Worship. That is not high in sugar and that a diabetic tolerant, if I may say so, in respect to the food. Your Worship, I would also like to bring to the court's attention, I further have instructions from my client that he has been refused or denied any phone calls to his legal representatives while he is in custody. And denied a phone call as recent as yesterday, a day before his court date, as well, Your Worship. Yeah, my Lord. Your Worship, we humbly seek that a directive and order be given by this honorable court that he has free access to his legal representatives. If he needs to contact them, Your Worship, or contact us, he has that available. Your Worship, I believe it's constitutional right to allow him a phone call, or when his attorneys do call him, that he is allowed.
Was this matter ever taken up with the relevant authorities?
Your Worship, I've just received instruction this morning, as I've only been placed on record this morning, my Lord. There's also the aspect of clothes, where my client has been denied access to his own clothing.
Clothes?
To his own clothing, Your Worship, even for purposes of coming to this court.
Excuse me, your client, clothes, is he an awaiting trial prisoner?
Your Worship, indeed. Accused number 7, coming to court, Your Worship. He's been forced by the authorities as per my instruction.
Is it in respect of attending
this court today, Your Worship?
Or is it also in respect of the other days? Or
In respect of
solely in
attending
respect of
court. That's my instruction, Your Worship. In respect, my Lord. Your Worship, I did address the issue of the chronic medication. My Lord, I did address the issue of chronic medication, which he needs to take after consuming a meal. Indeed,
are you
my
saying
Lord,
is that all?
Indeed, that is all for now, as the court pleases.
Thanks, Mr. Seeded. Ms. Bester, on this aspect of Mr. Seeded?
My Lord, I think regarding the food, I think the police can address that. Regarding the protocol of the phone calls, we can't interfere with their protocol. I know that it is strict and there are certain protocols that they must follow, so with all due respect, I don't think it would be advisable for the court to make an order. The reason why there is a protocol, because they can also phone other people and committed further crimes in the prison. That is why there is some certain protocols regarding the phone calls. Regarding his clothes, it doesn't look like you have the orange, normally the orange overall on that they do wear, so I don't know what is the problem, but that is also not my concern at all. I've got nothing to do with that, and with all due respect, I also think that the court cannot order correctional services in that regard, because we don't know what is the certain protocol in that regard, and that's that. But regarding the food, I think the police can see if they can assist him. I don't know. I have no idea what do diabetics eat, if it's bananas or oranges or anything like that. I have no idea.
The question of the food, is it for the day, for today that is?
It's only for today. He's transported from the prison in Joburg, and he's going to be transported immediately back after the adjournment.
Thank you. That takes care of Mr. You want a replication, Mr. Seeded?
I Beg your pardon, my Lord.
You'd like to replicate on that?
Indeed, my Lord. I believe the accused person has a right to legal representation. He has a right of access to his legal representation, Your Worship. That is standard protocol. When the accused is denied that right, my Lord, it's an injustice. The accused, like all the other accused, Your Worship, or my Lord, in any other courts or in any other matters, they have access to their own clothing, my Lord. My client is being targeted in this matter, where he's directed to only wear what the officials at the prison direct him to wear, my Lord.
Excuse me, I missed the last part.
Where they only direct him to wear the clothes that they set out. That is my instruction, Your Worship, my Lord, as the court pleases.
Thank you, Mr. Sidat.
I made a mistake. It is correctional services who are responsible for his food because accused number 7 is a sentenced prisoner. So he can't wear whatever he wants. And I don't understand the fact that he didn't have access to his lawyers. The way I understood it this morning, that this new legal team only received this morning instructions. Now, to what legal team didn't he have anything? Did they deny him access? That is the way I was informed.
That said that your client is an awaiting trial prisoner.
No.
I beg you.
He's a sentenced prisoner.
Okay, are you aware of that, Mr. Prisoner? Excuse me, Mr. Sidat? Mr. Sidat?
Indeed,
Because you
Your
brought me under the impression that he's awaiting trial.
My Lord is awaiting trial in respect of this matter, but he is a sentenced prisoner.
I see. Okay.
Indeed,
Thanks.
my Lord.
Thanks, Mr. Sidat. That is all, Ms. Bester.
That's all. Thank you.
Thank
you, my lord.
We'll attend to that matter just now, Mr. Sidat.
Family, there we are. Would you agree with me that life in prison is much better than life outside prison? Family, in the comment section, let's talk about this. Let me hear your opinion. Thank you very much, family, for watching this video to the end. See you on the 5th of June for this particular case. Thank you for watching to the end. Family, please do not forget to like my video, subscribe for my channel if you haven't done so yet, family. I love you. See you on my next upload. Bye.